How's it going, bro? So if you clicked on this video, there's a very good chance you are a Hamza fan. While I lied to you, I do think he's a very good YouTuber with a brilliant message. 95% of his content is valuable. It's very inspirational actually to see the sort of impact he's had on young men in particular. But that doesn't mean he is without fault. Nobody is. So he uploaded a video, I think it was about 3 or 4 months ago, on his Hamza Unfiltered channel, and it was titled "Sex is the Priority of the Relationship." Now, I have to disagree. Instead, I think the priority of your relationship should be sexual polarity. And whilst yes, sex and sexual polarity are similar in nature, they aren't the same. You could argue sex is a part of sexual polarity. So, for those who don't know what sexual polarity is, I spoke about this in another video, but long story short, a masculine man gets attracted to a feminine woman. It's opposites attract, say it as two magnets. This is also what a lot of people call chemistry. And yeah, you can achieve this in many ways. It doesn't have to be in the bedroom. It can be coming from something as simple and as small as you opening the door for her. You picking her up, open the door for her. You going into a restaurant, open the door for her. You sitting down in the restaurant, pull back the chair, let her sit, push the chair back in. Choose the seat where you sit at. All of these small things is essentially taking the chivalry role on one hand, and that is extremely important, but beyond that also taking the leadership role of the relationship. You need to be seen your masculine role in the relationship as someone who literally leads the relationship and provides guidance. You have a map of the relationship and where you want to take it, and you execute that goal, that plan of yours. You'll feel very feminine and relaxed in your presence if you can accomplish that to the T. And yeah, you might make some screw-ups now and then, but as long as you have the goal in mind, I can guarantee you that that's going to keep your sexual polarity very much alive. Now, yes, sex is very important, and, well, to some relationships, I have to make that asterisk because, I mean, a lot of people, myself included, sex before marriage is not something you're really considering. You might somewhat consider it, but a lot of people wouldn't fully consider doing that until after marriage. So if you're following Hamza's argument now, it's almost like saying, okay, you don't have a proper, well-oiled relationship before you get married. And obviously that can't be true. I mean, why would you be in a relationship, and that's a successful one, as you would want to be, if you're not going to be having sex? I mean, that's perfectly fine. So I do think there is some faults in his arguments. If you watch the video closely, he did dive deeper into it, and if you look at the points he was mentioning, I do think even he would agree it's not sex itself, but sexual polarity. And for me, that is very important, that you do keep the sexual polarity alive. As I said, be the masculine man she needs. You basically need to be seen as a superhero, not to sound very, I don't know, story-oriented or fairy tale oriented, that's what I was looking for. But you need to be seen as the masculine man side, because as much as us guys, we don't really think about relationships in this story sort of mindset. Your woman does. And the chivalry side, a lot of guys think, oh, that's simping, bro. It's not simping. It's simping if you're doing it to get something out of her. But if you're doing it out of pure love for her and frankly to keep the chemistry and spark alive in the relationship, no problem in it. And frankly, it might seem cheesy, but personally I enjoy doing it. So pulling out the chair for her, or closing the door for her, or opening the door for her, whatever the case is, all of those things I feel quite, I don't know how to explain it, man, but it's a nice feeling. Try it out if you haven't already, because I know a lot of guys wouldn't have tried this out because of this whole mindset of it's simping. It's not simping. What is simping is, say, this girl doesn't like you, you're not dating, and you keep doing those same things, and you're getting no sort of return for it. then yeah, 100% it's something. You're looking for something out of her, she's not giving it, 100% it is. But in a relationship where you're doing it out of unconditional love, it's fine. And yeah, there'll probably be someone you're thinking, yeah, you're doing it out of unconditional love when it's a crush. No, you're not. You do want to date her, of course you do. So it's not unconditional. So, diving back into the Hamza side of things, sexual polarity is more important. But if you are so inclined and do want to have the sexual side now, then by all means go for it. I'm not saying that sex should be avoided either. I mean, that's your choice. I don't see any problem with it. Going into that also, you probably know the sexual roles, like, there'll be the feminine pole and there'll be the masculine pole. Obviously take the masculine pole, you probably already know to do that. That's, of course, if you are a masculine man dating a feminine woman. On the flip side, if you're a feminine man dating a masculine woman, then frankly this video probably isn't quite for you, in the sense that you probably would have clicked on it in the first place to watch this far. But yes, I think I've had my rant on why Hamza was wrong here. And I really don't think you can tell by his message, he's not trying to mislead anyone. It was his view at the time, and good chance his view has changed, or he might have even misstated his view. But that's my 2 cents. I'll see you in the next one, bro.